What's going on, beautiful people? It is I, your flying locomotive and faster than a speeding bullet SuperCliff, coming at you live with a brand new video. And for today's majestic and fantastic video, we have ourselves Action Comics, issue number 1047. But before we dive into the world of Action Comics, post Warworld Superman, if you are new to the channel, then smash that like and subscribe button. That way you guys never miss out on anything that's happening on this lovely majestic channel. And because we managed to cross over 1,000 subs, let's raise the bar and go full on Super Saiyan as we try to reach 200 more subs before the end of 2022. Thus, without further ado, let's get crazy with Action Comics issue number 1047. Our story begins with a flashback 1 week ago on Stryker's Island, which is one of the largest prison facilities in Metropolis. And we see a character named Tracy being escorted throughout the prison to meet with her brother Johnny. Nope, not that Johnny. More specifically, John Corbin, also known as Metallo, big bad Superman villain. And here she meets her bro, and basically Tracy's trying to tell John that she wants to help him. You know, with me being your sister, I want to be there for you, and so on and so forth. But as she's talking, we get a sense from the way that this is being played out, along with the dreaded yet fantastic artwork that's being put on display, we get a sense that Johnny doesn't really want to have anything to do with her. But Tracy is adamant, and she even alludes to something that Johnny did for her way back in the day, and that maybe if the prison people knew about it, then perhaps they might be more lenient towards him. Because right now, Metallo is super dangerous. Like legit, he's an actual threat who can probably kill Superman. And right now, he's not in the best of shape. A good chunk of his cyborg body is destroyed, and to make things worse, the guards took out his voice box. Basically, his life sucks. Yet despite Tracy's suggestion, Metallo answers with a no, via text on his readout machine, which only causes his sister to feel sadder. But she's not going to give up, because she is determined to be there for her brother no matter what. At the same time, we see Warworld descending upon Earth's atmosphere. Flash forward a week ahead, we bear witness to a getaway chase. That's right, folks. These two dudes in body armor, while driving a tank of sorts, are preparing to make their escape. However, what they come to realize is that Superman is back, and he's going to let criminals make their escape. Superman is back in town, he's back in Metropolis, and he's here to continue with what he does best, which is helping people. Following this, we switch over to the United Nations, where one of its members is talking about Superman. Because here's the thing, ever since the debut of Superman, the world, knowing the amount of power its Supes holds, have sort of had to rely on his judgment. If it were anyone else, like, from Batman to Black Adam, Black Adam, the DC hierarchy is about to change. Stop it, Rock. You silly Rock. There would obviously be contingencies, but Superman is Superman, the strongest hero in the world. It's like, what can you do? Nukes won't work. How do we hold this guy in check? Well, the answer is, you can't. And so that's where the trust factor comes into play. And so far, it's worked out pretty well. However, upon Superman's return, in tow came Warworld. Because with the defeat and demise of Mongol, a lot of people in Warworld are wanting to start new lives. Some want to go back to their homes and families, while others want a fresh start. Now, we know that Warworld's good, but the public doesn't. They're skeptical. Whenever you think of Warworld, you think of slavery and Mongol. And so for the collective people, they're probably wondering why Warworld is here. Why does Superman have the authority to say it's okay for refugees to hang out on our planet? And so although this United Nations speaker is trusting of Superman, regardless, he needs Superman to answer as to why this is the case. To which Superman explains in full detail that he feels a sense of responsibility in helping those among Warworld with them getting back to their families. But there's also more to it, because it turns out that Warworld has vast amounts of technology that holds immense value for Earth's future. Basically, with Warworld's resources, Star Labs and Metropolis can expect to become the next leader of clean energy. So while Superman helps those in Warworld return back home and whatnot, Earth gets to harness the energy of Warworld, and in turn, it'll make things better and safer for Earth. However, as this is being said on live TV, we pick up with Lex Luthor, who's currently hate watching. Like every freaking YouTuber who just, makes YouTube videos to spread hate and watch She-Hulk. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about, but I digress. And so it's here where Lex comes up with an idea, a light bulb moment, because with the mention of technology, he wonders whether or not this will affect Project Black. And so from there, Lex activates one of his satellites, to which shoots out a mech suit that he's controlling remotely, and he flies it over the Warworld. Now, it turns out that Lex, while Superman was away fighting on Warworld, was secretly spying on him. Rather, he had someone on the inside spying for him, a mutual friend, as he puts it. Therefore, in doing so, Lex would get reports about the Orphan Box. And with Superman's announcement regarding Warworld's advanced technology, the Orphan Box and its capabilities with necro-cyborg biotech has Lex Luthor intrigued. And for whatever Project Black entails, Lex believes that the Orphan Box can provide the tools necessary to do what it needs to be done. Plus, he knows a person who can operate it. And so following the United Nations panel, we pick up with Lois and Clark flying over Metropolis. And they're having a fantastic time. Two majestic lovers who haven't seen each other in a very long time. And they are doing what superhero couples do, whilst enjoying the sight of Metropolis and the Earth's sun setting. But it's also here where the two of them are talking about the two Philosian children whom Clark brought back to live with them. That being, of course, Otho and Osla. And basically both Clark and Lois are wondering on where their place should be. Because another thing to keep in mind is the fact that with John having aged up during the Bendis run, Bendis is coming, both Clark and Lois, as parents, never got the chance to grow up with John. That segment of parenting was taken away from them. And so they're deciding if this is a sign, if whether or not they should raise the two kids as a way to get back the time they lost with John. So yeah, some interesting stuff to take from that. But the comic isn't done just yet, folks, because it's here where we return back to Stryker's Island, where Metallo is being held. And it's here where the cyborg villain is met with the arrival of Lex Luthor. Now Metallo is like, get the hell out of here. I don't like you. But of course Lex ignores his wishes because right now in that moment, Lex drops the mic and pulls out the Orphan Box. And he tells John Corbin that the two of them had once shared a common goal, saving their homes from aliens who want to take it away. Well, Johnny boy, it turns out that need has arisen again. And as Lex puts it, he wants to make Metallo a man of extraordinary talents once more. And that, beautiful people, was the end of Action Comics issue number 1047. And thank you guys for checking out my video, as it truly, truly means the world to me. Superman is back, folks. The Man of Steel is back in his natural habitat. And gee golly willikers, was this just lovely to see. Actually, you know what it felt like? It felt like when you haven't seen someone in a while. You know, perhaps they were away at college or, I don't know, stationed somewhere because of the military. But that particular person was never gone out of your life per se, they were just far away. And now with that person back, it feels like home. And from a comic book standpoint, mostly that of a Superman-esque, Philip Kennedy Johnson doesn't miss a beat with this, because everything felt like it was prior to Supes leaving for Warworld. There was just something about Superman's return that felt nice. It felt familiar, yet there was a sense of growth between all the characters. It never felt as if, you know, Warworld's over now, so who cares about the past? Nope. The lessons and the experiences from the Warworld saga continue onward with our characters and the situation. And it's just really cool to see. And can we talk about Metallo? My God, we are already feeling for this character. Just when you think there couldn't be more to carve out of Metallo's character, PKJ is like, hold my beer. So yeah, I'm excited to see how that plays out in future comics. Also, Lex Luthor is a huge dick. But yeah, as always, I'm your majestic sayer of words, SuperCliff. And if you guys are new to the channel, then do me a solid by smashing that like and subscribe button. And also the notification bell so that you'll never miss out on an upload. And so that you'll always be kept up to date with your favorite top tier comics happening in the comic book world. Now tell me, what are your thoughts and opinions on this issue? Are you guys excited for issue number 1048? Are we hyped that Superman Clark Kent Superman is back in Metropolis? Let me know down in the comment section below. And until the next video, peace. Giggity goo.